All right, and I'm hoping you're finding this chapter so far very, very easy. It's mostly vocabulary. And we're continuing on with integers or whole numbers, and they're both positive and negative. And now we're going to go on to absolute value. And remember, we said that absolute value was the distance between 0 and 1. And we're going to tackle both examples, 4 and 5, on page 193. And it says, evaluate each expression. Number 4 says, what's the absolute value of negative 4? Remember, it looks like a goalpost. And so you're going to graph it. And we have 0, and I require you to have the positive 4 and the negative 4. And so absolute value is what's the distance between negative 4 and 0, and the distance is 4. Okay, so the absolute value of negative 4 is 4 because it's the distance between the number that you're asking. In this case, it's negative 4 and 0, so it's 4. And 5 is a little bit more complicated. It says the absolute value of negative 5 minus the absolute value of 2. So in this case, you know that the absolute value of negative 5, so that would be, if we had this, it would be right here around. It would be the absolute value of negative 5 is 5. And the absolute value of 2 would be about here. And so it's 2. And the negative outside is outside the absolute value here. So it's 5 minus 2. And you get 3. Make sure you're following these steps. Thank you. Hope you're finding this pretty easy. Let's do letter F in the book here on page 193. And it says 2 plus the absolute value of negative 3. And so the absolute value of negative 3 is 3. So bring down the rest of the story. And so you have 2 plus 3 is 5. And that's your answer, because the absolute value of negative 3 is the distance between negative 3, right up here, and 0, which is 3. Hope this is coming easier. Thank you. Bye-bye.